This is Amy Bacon with Spirit Pathways, and I'm here with this week's reading. This is for today, Monday, December 4th, through this coming Sunday, December 10th, 2017. And this week we are flowing with Sunday, December 3rd's full moon, supermoon in Gemini. And just as Mercury went retrograde also on December 3rd. And Mercury's influence on this full moon in the sign of the dual twins muddles the message and leaves us seeking answers and digging through the gray areas in the subtle layers of cosmic knowledge. Our mental activity is strong and active with the Gemini moon, pulling our attention to our immediate environment and how we feel about our circumstances, while the Sagittarius sun encourages us to think on broader, vaster terms of the bigger picture of our lives. We must breathe into the energetic flow and trust the currents to carry us. We're used to the bright, illuminating clarity the full moon brings, showing us completions and directions as we flow through the lunar cycle to the new moon's eager beginnings. And we are bringing this year to its culmination through a hazy fog of shifting ideas and vantage points and desired outcomes. Mercury's backward spin gives us the chance to self-correct and adjust what needs to be revised and tweaked before we enter 2018. And you need to understand that we've been shifting and changing on a core level. Our perspectives have changed. We aren't the same person we were a few years ago. This push me, pull you energy of shifting is reshaping us in our world. And Mercury is giving us the opportunity to take stock of all the growth and learning that's been happening for us and hone in on our wisdom. Because this unique personal wisdom is our beacon forward to our future selves. Your December life review sets your course forward to your future self, forward to your happiest life. Shift is happening. Life is flowing. Changes in your environment and your life are happening to give you a better placement. And the things that you cannot control, they call for your surrender as you allow flow to bring you to your new set point and all the goodness that's intent upon aligning with you. This is a powerful time. Use December to your best advantage. Allow this full supermoon and Mercury retrograde to help you sift through all those layers and get to the point where you're happiest. Alrighty, let's see what comes this week. I love these cards. I don't pull these on camera. There's Justice, because it takes me a long process, and I should sort of maybe film it for you so you see what I do. Because we're getting a lot of the same cards. And I actually shuffle, and I lay them out like this, and then I go through with my ring finger, just hovering above, and one will stick. Okay, here we go. Interesting. Some of the same cards, and I bet you if I go and look, this one and this one, I think they're in the same position. And Justice we keep getting. All right. I love it. All right. Here's the cards for this week. I'm going to go reach one so you can use it to your best advantage. This card for me, the Nine of Fire, which is the Nine of Wands in the classic tarot deck. I read this as you've been fighting a battle. And you just sort of keep fighting the same battle. And fighting the same, and maybe fighting in battle are too strong of words. There's just something that you keep doing. And you sort of have endless endurance to keep repeating this thing. And what the problem is that it's not going to change. You can keep repeating what you've been doing, but you're getting you're getting an outcome you don't want because you haven't changed how you're approaching it. So this to me is the card of don't keep fighting that battle. Don't keep doing that thing over and over again, engaging with something that doesn't serve you. Engaging with something that's just never going to serve you. So to me, this is the card of recognizing what that thing is and then moving on from it. And in that moving on, you get this culmination of taking action in a way that you want to. And you get to authentically align to where you want to be in that situation, either by dropping it completely or by shifting it to something that's more in alignment with your desired outcomes. 9 is culmination. So it's reviewing all the things that have brought you to where you are now and recognizing that wisdom, that knowledge, and that power for you to move forward. And this gives you courage and it helps you to believe in yourself. So an interesting card to start off with this full moon and Mercury retrograde energy. And then our dear friend Justice, who seems to follow us most weeks for many months in this year. Starting, I think, in the summer, we started getting Justice all the time. And what do they want to say about Justice this week? They're asking you to get the words like wake up. Wake up to allowing the highest outcome for all. And sometimes we're resistant and we are stubborn. And in that stubborn resistance, we're not allowing flow. This is the card of balance. 8 is balance. It's also responsibility. And it can bring money and things like that into your life. And this card, all the symbolism in it is balance and knowledge. Balance. And this halo is you are divinely connected. So allow that to carry you forward. And this week they're saying, highest outcome for all. Where have you been resisting this? Where have you been, shutting down and not participating in allowing the highest outcome for all? Because, we get stuck in the root chakra sort of survival energy and we don't allow flow. This flow, this statement that the guides are intent upon, the highest outcome for all, includes you. You're in all. So no more resisting, no more imbalance. Allow the balance here, and Archangel Raguel to help you with this, to allow that highest outcome for everyone, which is to your absolute benefit, your absolute goodness. Again, standing up for your beliefs, but also allowing some balance. And then the 4 of water. The 4 of water is sort of, I call it the card of boredom. And where are you not paying attention to new opportunities? And if you're focusing in the wrong place, see, she's focusing on the empty, dull, little monotone cups. And right here is the abundant, beautiful, gold-rimmed, dolphin, bejeweled cup of all the fun and wonderful things, magical things, desired outcome things that you want to experience. So if you're focusing and doing the work, 4 is doing the emotional work, 4 of water, of this monotone emptiness, you're not getting anywhere. You're just treading water. If you shift just a little bit and realize there are amazing opportunities aligning for you, and there are amazing opportunities available to you. No more focusing on the emptiness and the lack and the imbalance of this Justice card. Focus on your personal opportunities. Look and realize in your life you are being offered wonderful things. So just shift a little bit and allow those wonderful things to benefit you and to become engaged with the things that are exciting. And the world again. So these cards, I know I read them one by one, but cards pull off of other cards. And cards are determined, the meaning is determined by what's around it. So this world this week is directly pulling off the Nine of Fire. And the card that's next, Ego. So what that's telling us is to open up your world, and it's there for you. It's already in place. It's been in place for us for the last sort of 3 weeks. This card has been in our reading. It started out in the center, and I read everything as a wheel around it because it all pulled from this card. So your outcomes are already in place, and living your life from that recognition is going to help you. So once you stop fighting these battles and engaging with these things that aren't honoring you, and the ego has a similar message of letting go of things that you feel tie you down, and the ego allows you to be blinded by things. Once you let go of those, you realize your world. You can see it. It's like pulling the blankets off, and there it is. Yeah, beautiful world in place for you. If you can't feel it, ask Archangel Michael to help you. 2 and 1 is 3, which is expansion. And it's there, it's ready, it's eagerly beckoning you forward, like a searchlight looking for you and reminding you you've done the work, a job well done. Joy, contentment, and gratitude, and this is your path toward enlightenment. This is you in the middle. And all the elements and all the seasons and everything surrounds you in perfect alignment. You've got infinity symbols above and below, your divine connection to spiritual guidance and universal knowledge and your divine source. And this is you're grounded to Mother Earth, and you have a base and a foundation to pull from. This is a beautiful message to reassure you everything's just the way you want it to be. You're just going to use this month, this Mercury retrograde, this full moon energy to dig through those layers of gray areas to get to where you want to be. And then this is ego. Ego. Here he is. He's the same character that's on the 0 card, the Fool, the Dreamer, the Brand New Beginnings. And he's here with the mask on. Then the mask represents the ego, because the ego blinds you. It masks your goodness and where you really want to be. And if you look at his belt, he's got a big money pouch, and it's just full of all kinds of goodness and wonderfulness, and he's got his hand on it. So you know that it's there for you, and it's in place, and it's available to you, and you can ask Archangel Jophiel to help you with this. And 1 and 5 is 6, which is faith and trust that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and it's love and it's goodness. So any sense of entrapment that you feel, or any blindness to the path that you should follow, is false. It's just temporary. He can just reach up and pull this mask off. And once you pull the mask off, you have all the vision and all the clarity. So you can step forward and take advantage of all this goodness that's in your money pouch. And you've got a little crane down here. That crane is spiritual awakening, following your spiritual path. So this is a beautiful card of alignment. Once you let go of any false sense of things that may have a hold on you, false sense of things that may be blinding you, and any time that you're stuck in negative or fear-based thoughts, again, pulling from this 4 of water, you're focused on the wrong thing. The goodness is in place. The world promises you the goodness and the outcome. So allow the mask to fall away so you can see the truth. And once that happens, the wheels start flowing. This is the card of fortune. But it's also the card of the wheel is flowing. The wheel is going. And this card, they all unblock the wheel, unlock it so it can flow. And again, Archangel Michael can help you. 10 is a doorway. You go through that doorway, you get your new beginning. So this is positive change and things suddenly moving forward. These are all the elements again around you. These little bubbles are the elements, just like on the world. You've got the same elements. You've got everything you need. Everything's at your fingertips. You're strong and you're balanced and you're beautiful balance in this picture right here to help you move forward, to help you recognize that fortune is on your side and these opportunities being given to you are amazing. So it's okay to allow that expansion. And then the 3 of air says, if you haven't figured it out and you haven't seen it, we're just going to remind you one more time that something has ended. Something's done, something finished. And, you know, they're bringing me back to this 9 of fire. What is that thing that you've been battling and doing that's done? That doesn't honor you? That you do not need to keep trying to, you know, continue with. This is also sort of, you know, reviving something that's ended. And in that sadness, the only time sadness enters into it is when you're doing this. When you're looking at the empty cups, when you're telling the story of what you missed or what you've lost or what you feel is lacking. That's the only thing that causes sadness. The goodness comes from when you recognize, I've already got the world. I've already got everything I need. But also last week, the reading was also about building up to this full moon energy and this Mercury retrograde. And last week was very much a week of take care of your physical needs and your emotional needs. Take a nap, soak in the tub, meditate, change your diet, do whatever you need to bring you physically up to speed with the energetic shift of your cosmic being. It's bringing the two together. So this card is also reminding you, if you still need that downtime, it's absolutely all right. And if you still are experiencing physical shifting and physical calibration, allow yourself the time that you need to give yourself time to catch up. And then this is the card of ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. 2 is bringing things to you. Earth is your material world. It's also your health. So they always show me like waves, the up and down of waves when I see this card. And that ebb and flow is natural. And we have the high point and we have the low point. And then we have a high point and then a low point and then a high point. And again, if you need some downtime, if there's too much going on, just take a deep breath. And that ebb and flow, it will come back again. It will balance out and you will feel okay. And, you know, laughter and lightening up is always important. Connect with things that make you happy. You know, read or listen or watch things that make you laugh, things that lighten your energy. Very important for you. And this lighter approach will help you make any decision that you need to make. And then the Ace of Air, this is new beginnings. We've got all of this beautiful alignment. This is your realization of beginning that brings you back to the world. That makes you realize this wheel is turning and your perspectives are shifting. You're bringing in balance and the highest outcome for all. You're letting go of the ego and the mask and anything that, with this card, that you no longer need to keep battling. And what's ended, and where do I need to allow my physical regeneration? That is your new alignment. Aces are beginnings. They're the number 1. And air is your knowledge of this, your thoughts and your wisdom in alignment with your new beginning. This is acting on this brilliant, beautiful cup of opportunities. And the new ideas and the new and Mercury retrograde peeling some of those layers back so you get to some basic truths. And yes, that might be challenging in the beginning, but you're going to be okay. This is the flow. Allowing this flow and this shift, like they were talking about in the beginning, of the things you can't control, you surrender to, and then it brings you to a place that's so much better than you could have imagined. You are flowing to a new set point that's going to make you so much happier. And it's going to be so much more in alignment with this version of you, the world. And I know these are challenging times, and a lot of people have questions, and everyone's dealing with different things in their lives based on your blueprint and your pre-life agreements. And I would love to help bring you clarity and understanding for all of this with the reading. We can search everything, your pre-life agreements, any past life energy that may be affecting you at this time, what's coming up next for you, and what your options are to lead you to those places that make you the happiest. Answers and understanding and guidance and direction and clarity. It's all available to you with the reading. All the information for a reading is on my website, spiritpathways.net. And I would love to connect with you. I call in your council of guides and angels and loved ones, and I tap into your energy and look at the blueprint of your life. So it's completely personal and unique, and it's your energy, it's your birth date, it's your flow specifically. So that gives you answers and things that you can really, really work with. Have a wonderful week. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.